This is Brad with BGS. I'm a revenue optimization expert with BGS, and actually, this is going to be part 2 in a series. My very first Facebook Live that we did, which we're also recording months ago, was about finding POD designers at places that other people are not really looking at. And we talked about using DeviantArt as one, and also SCAD, which is the Savannah College of Art and Design, to find designers at places other than like Fiverr and Upwork, and places like that. Okay, this is part 2, and this is more if you want to be a little bit more of a do-it-yourself. This is a resource that I found that is really pretty darn amazing, and it's called Creative Fabrica, or Fabrica. Don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm going to go over that for you because it's just super cool, and it's really, if you're doing POD, it is, in my opinion, a no-brainer, because the cost savings that you can have with this are just like unbelievable. The website is creativefabrica.com. Okay, and this is what it looks like when you go here. And what it has over 63,000 fonts and over 3.1 million graphics that you can use for POD, and for a unbelievably low price. Okay, it is a monthly subscription. When I signed up for it it might have been like 2 or 3 months ago, they had a special where it was $1 for your first month. And after that, you get unlimited access for $20 a month. And I think the normal price before that was like $29.99 a month for basically unlimited graphics, fonts, anything that you can use for POD. You can't get that from Fiverr. You can get maybe one or a few designs from a designer that does mostly clip art for like, usually a minimum is $15, but anything decent is going to be more than that. For this, you can just do unlimited graphics with really talented graphic artists and designers for either 20 or 30 bucks a month. Okay, so easiest way to do it is you just search for it, or if you scroll down, it shows you popular design bundles, and you can see here these are different bundles that designers have. They could be fonts or graphics. It's just kind of miscellaneous. You can see this mega craft bundle with all these sayings, like inspirational sayings here. These are just popular ones on the homepage. You've got popular fonts. You can check out these fonts, pretty cool. And then popular graphics. Okay, so you can see down here, these are just popular ones. So what it looks like when you find something, you just click on it. There's a beach sunset PNG. And it tells you what usage is allowed. And most of these have commercial and full POD usage. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. But you can see this one is like 10 beach sunset backgrounds that are PNGs. Now, a lot of these too, that they'll actually, if you go down, it'll tell you exactly what is contained in the file. It said this zip file includes 10 PNG files. Okay, it'll tell you what it has. So in some cases, a lot of them are going to have not PostScript, but Photoshop files, along with Illustrator files, JPEGs, usually multiple files. Okay, so I'm going to go up and just kind of look through these, and you can see that these are the images that are contained in here. You look at these, and the good thing with this designer is, they show you what size and everything, all the technical details, but also gives you an idea of what you can do with it. Okay, so if you look here, it shows you what it would look like on a shirt if you just overlay some text on it, which is super easy, and I'll go over that in a minute as well. Just doing it with Canva. You can use Canva, Illustrator, Photoshop, and any tool like that you can use. Shows it on some coffee mugs. Okay, perfect with your t-shirts, mugs, signs, cards, stickers, and much more. Okay, and then it tells you the other technical things, the commercial license, and other things like that. So let's talk about that. So if I click here, It's going to take me to the licenses. Okay, you have the option to do a single sales license, but then you're kind of more in the Fiverr mode. So we want to do the subscription. Okay, and you've got what's called basic POD and full POD. Okay, and each designer will tell you what they allow. So in a nutshell, this tells you what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. Most of the what you're not allowed to do is actually take these graphics and resell the actual image files and things like that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to download an actual t-shirt template and then resell that template as a template. Okay, you can't do that. But for creating unlimited physical products, PODs, you can sell on POD sites. This is huge. Create your own items that you sell on POD sites. That can be your Shopify site. That could be Amazon merch or these other sites that you have. Okay, so you're allowed to do all that. Okay, you can also keep selling products after you cancel your subscription with one exception, and I'll go over that as well. So physical end products, again, you can print them on your items and sell them. You can do it either online or it could be a physical store if you had like a brick and mortar store. You can do it on digital products that you're reselling. Okay, it does have some restrictions as far as you have to have it as a flat file where everything is merged together instead of like as a Photoshop file where someone can take those images apart. Okay, now you've got basic and full POD. Okay, basic POD, and this is probably what you want to do most of the time, is you find a graphic and you tweak it just a little bit. Okay, that means you take the graphic that you download, but then you add some other elements to it. But it could be as simple as text, it could be color, it could be additional elements. Okay, for an example here, they've got a mermaid, I am mermazing. This is the image downloaded. And as for basic POD, you can't just take that image flat out and sell it, but you can tweak it. They added color to it. They added this little like water cloud or whatever it is. They added other little like flower petals, some more flower petals. So they added additional elements to it. Now, full POD is where you can take that image straight up and sell it like it is. Okay, so you can take a t-shirt template exactly as it is. You do not modify it, and you just sell it. The only restriction with that would be once if you cancel your subscription, then you're no longer allowed to sell that product. Okay, so that's why probably you want to add some elements or something to it so you can continue selling even if you do end up canceling your subscription. Okay, so let's go look up a product. Let's search for something. Let's say I'm doing a wolf. I'm in the wolf niche or niche. Wolves are awesome. So, oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's just do wolf. Just doing a search. Okay, here we go. So these are my results, but I've got a gazillion designs and I can just keep scrolling and scrolling forever. So they've got awesome filters down here. So I can say I want to have everything with the POD license. And then I want to have illustrations. Okay, and this is really going to narrow it down. Okay, so if you look, you can just scroll down and you can really get an idea. You can use things as backgrounds. And guys, this doesn't have to be POD. These could be, you can use these for banners or images on your website too, or your social media post. So it doesn't have to specifically be POD, okay, especially with the fonts and things like that. Here's one on a shirt of wolf skull, and that is awesome, I gotta say. God, wolf's howling. Okay, all kinds of things right here, like wolf art, and you can just see the variety, everything from like little cute drawings to like these fully painted items. Okay, silhouettes. Okay, just all kinds of really cool stuff here. And Let's look at the wolf skull. Go here, you can see it's hand drawn. I mean, something like this on Fiverr would be like really expensive. This has commercial and full POD usage allowed. Again, this is something you can leave it as is, but you'd have to remove it when if you cancel, or you can easily add other elements to this. Maybe add a little bit of color or some kind of filter on it. Lots of cool things you can do. And again, it tells you exactly what's included. See, this one has EPS, PDF, PNG, SVG, okay, AI, Illustrator. Okay, so you have all these. And the other cool thing you can do, and I mentioned finding awesome designers, you can actually follow the designer right here and contact them yourself if you wanted to. So you can go into a seller, you can view their profile, you can see the other items that they have, and you can actually follow the designer. And when you follow them, you'll get email alerts whenever they upload new artwork or new graphics. Okay, so what I'm going to show you real quick is just how easy it is and to do something. So I'm actually in Canva. I'm going to create a design. Okay, when you create it, you just add the dimensions, so whatever your dimensions are going to be. This is something I already downloaded as American flag skull. So I'm going to go to uploads. Let me go here. I'm going to do a PNG file. I'm just going to drag and drop it over here. Okay, it's uploading. Okay, and there we go. And now I just want to add some text. So I'll go to a text block. Let's say I just want to do like a headline. And let's say I want to call it, let's say I want to do liberty or death. Okay, just go up here. Let's move it. Let's find a cool font. And really, Jeremy is the expert with this. I am not very good, but I'm learning. Okay, a lot of these you see like kind of like cursive. Oh, come on. Okay, let's move it a little bit. Okay, you can change the color. Probably want to center it. Okay, let's do subheadline, and we'll say or death, because it's an American flag skull. So that's the first thing that reminds me of. Something like this. Maybe move it just below. Center for now, but we're going to change it. Let's find a font up here. Okay, and of course I can, these are just Canva fonts that I'm using. Okay, and this probably isn't the best one, but you can see where I can really work on it and do something cool. Let's move it right there. And I've got a shirt. That's how easy it is. That's all you have to do. Okay, I've got full POD. And even if you don't want to do this yourself, what you can do is if you have a graphics person already, get a subscription for them. They have like all these shirt templates, all these graphics, all these fonts that they can utilize. And instead of just taking a lot of time to come up with a design, they can whip up probably multiple items like super fast. Okay, so anyway, that's a quick recap for finding awesome POD designers. Part 2 is Creative Fabrica. If you're using Fiverr, anything like that, any service like that, this can save you so much money, and it's such a great resource. Like I said, probably anywhere from like $20 to $30 a month. That's like 1 or 2 designs right there. You sell 1 or 2 designs, you know, you've probably already made your money back. Okay, so totally recommend it. And that's really it for this video, and hope you enjoyed it. So if you did like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So make sure you do that. And also if you want, if you'd like assistance with your own website or your company, and would like to grow and scale your business, just go to www.workwithbgs.com and we can help you build, grow, and scale. All right, thanks a lot. See you next time.